Welcome back. You're listening to Find Out Extra on talkSPORT to Ade Oladipo, the great Gareth Davies. All right, we've been talking about the heavyweight division, very much the top table of it with Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Just below that, there's a certain Daniel Dubois as well. And I know you spoke to Frank on Saturday, Gareth, about the IBF heavyweight champion. I want to say just below that. I mean, right in that third spot now is Daniel Dubois. And it does look like we're not going to see the rematch between Dubois and AJ come February 22nd. Good or bad, do you think? Do you think that's a wise decision from AJ's standpoint first?
Yeah, very wise. As we said in the previous section, it doesn't make sense. I see 5 or 6 fights out there for him. I can see a Wilder fight, which not a lot of people will necessarily agree with, a Dillian Whyte fight, 2 Tyson Fury fights, a rematch with Daniel Dubois, and a third fight with Alexander Usyk if it all works out. There you go. Bing, bang, bosh, 180 million in the bank.
Yeah, it's true though. There's so much money out there for these heavyweights right now. All right, then Daniel Dubois. Then, obviously on an incredible run. I mean, Usyk, Miller, Hrgovic, AJ. That's as good a run as any heavyweight out there right now. Frank's adamant he wants him out in February. I mean, Daniel is ready. He's come back off holiday. Looks in great spirits. Looks in good shape still. Who for Daniel Dubois then? Like, who's the obvious February 22nd dance?
I don't know if they're going to do this, Ade Oladipo, the great Ade Oladipo, but I think it's Joseph Parker. Deserves a world title shot. IBF. Very, very interesting stylistic fight. But I would easily see Dubois against Zhang, Wardley, Sanchez, Jalalov. But I think the man with the golden goblet really right now should be Joseph Parker.
Yeah, I think he's fully deserving of that just because he's beaten Wilder when we were still quite not sure about how good Wilder was, after that Hellenius win. And then he beat Zhang. I mean, you can't be more deserving of a world title crack. And he's almost like an adopted Brit now as well, right? I mean, he'll sell out a nice arena here alongside Daniel Dubois. I think he's fully deserving of it as well. One guy now that's really sort of just, I mean, his name's on the tip of everyone right now is Fabio Wardley. It was a incredible performance against Fraser Clark, and it's good to see that Fraser is okay. I know you saw him at the airport. He's recently released a video. Obviously, look, you can still see the swelling, and the talking is slightly slurred because of obviously having jaw surgery, but he's okay. That's good. Fabio Wardley now, by many people's reckoning, is a top 10 heavyweight. I don't know if he's that yet, but he's on the cusp of that. I mean, Frank's got the heavyweight division on lock, it seems.
I think he's got 8 out of the top 10, 7 out of the top 10. And the final thing I'd say, by the way, about Dubois and Parker, who I think are the 3 and 4 in the world right now, is that they are the most resurgent heavyweights in the division. They are the form fighters. Parker, 5 wins. I know one of them's against Jack Massey in the last 17 months. Daniel Dubois, look what he's done in his last 3 fights. And optically against Joshua, extraordinary. Fabio Wardley, because of the dog in him, because of the danger he brings, because of his power, you could see him in against anyone. He against Dubois. You might say, yeah, but Fabio's not experienced enough. Dubois against Wardley. Are we not salivating, sir? It's extraordinary. Okolie against Wardley. AJ against Wardley. I mean, he has put himself, like you say, in the mainframe. And my top 10 right now, Usyk 1, Fury 2, Dubois 3, Parker 4, Zhang 5, Okolie 6, AJ 7, Kabayel 8, Wardley 9, Sanchez or Jalalov 10. How's that?
Wow. That, you know what then? I mean, boxing's always got so many stories for us. The story of Fabio Wardley is insane. I mean, for him to be where he is insane, but he's clearly a student of the game now. He's mastered what he's got, his skill set. And I mean, he's got a right hand from hell. And that right hand lands clean. He's very Nigel Benn-esque, by the way. Like when he gets hurt, he doesn't go on the retreat. He almost gets angry and goes on the offense, which is very rare for boxers. Like he wants to hurt you because you've hurt him. And I feel like that's going to hold him in good stead. Look, he's going to be in fun fights. He's going to lose a couple, but he's going to hurt you as well. And he's going to be an interesting fight. Okolie, final one on Frank Warren's stable. Okolie now signed to Frank Warren, obviously the former WBC Bridgeweight champion. I saw him in Dubai. He's a massive human being. And again, Frank's got the stable. Okolie's going to be in interesting fights as well.
Absolutely. I spoke to Lawrence on Saturday night for talkSPORT. He's opening a restaurant there as well called Thea right now. I'm looking forward to going and visit.
Yeah, he's opened it. I went there. It was
Oh,
lovely.
did you? And but food good?
Yeah,
Good
I
menu?
went there. It was food incredible. You know, when you're almost surprised by how, like, I felt rude saying, wow, I didn't expect this, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Like the restaurant, the interior, the exterior, everything, the food. Honestly, they had a gold lift. I was like, okay, you didn't need to do that, but it looks good as well. So yeah, very, very impressed with what he's done.
What I like about that as well is this storyline we have, which is when he was working in Mackie D's in McDonald's and he watched Anthony Joshua winning Olympic gold in London, and he goes from doing that to having his own restaurant. I said, do you not pinch yourself? He said, I can't, because I've got to keep dreaming it and living it, and his book's been out, and now he believes. And I just wonder whether his smash and grab style will work in the heavyweight division. He's ranked 5 with the WBC already. I don't know if you've noticed. As Bridgerweight and a champion, he's ranked number 5. Frank says he's going to make big fights.
Dillian Whyte.
Sorry?
Dillian Whyte.
Yeah, fantastic. Dillian Whyte. Absolutely. Love to see it. Love to. Do you know something I don't know?
No. Remember they had a little something
yes!
a couple of years back. Yes. Yeah, they had a little something a couple of years back, which Dillian Whyte, at the time, it was like, okay, well, Dillian Whyte's, on the verge of a world title fight. Lawrence Okolie was a cruiserweight. Now, all of a sudden, Dillian Whyte's desperate to get back into the mix. Lawrence Okolie is now a fully fledged heavyweight. Why not do it?
Absolutely.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.